issue yesterday, and it said that معظم الشيوخ العربية يعني, they say that the hadith means that when you say nasiha means advice. And so I got confused. I was like, how do we give advice to Allah in His book? So the ulama said that we give advice for Allah and for His book, not to. Is that correct?
No, you see, first of all, the translation advice is a stupid translation. It is, you see, nasiha does not mean advice. Nasiha means sincerity, faithfulness, loyalty. Nasiha also sometimes means advice. For example, ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. That موعظة الحسنة is a good piece of advice. But here, ad-dinu nasiha, ad-dinu nasiha, ad-dinu an-nasiha does not mean advice. It means, so the Sahaba asked, liman ya Rasulullah? Lillahi, wa li kitabihi, wa li rasulihi, wa li aimmatil muslimin, wa ammati. 5. So, the system of religion, the system of submission in Islam is sincerity and faithfulness and loyalty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sincerity to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sincerity to the messenger sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And faithfulness and loyalty and to the loyalty to the state, loyalty to the Muslim leaders, to the Khalifa, Aimmatil Muslimin. And you should be sincere to the general public. So advice is also there, but the meaning of advice is there. But that's why I said there, Nasahal Asal means the purification of honey from wax. So go to Lisanul Arab. Go to Lisanul Arab, search in the computer, Lisanul Arab. The madda, noon, sad, ha, nasaha, and see the real usage of the word by the poets. And what are the different meanings of nasaha? So don't confine yourself to the meaning advice. Advice, it has many folds. The word nasaha has many folds. So loyalty, sincerity, faithfulness, submission, ad-dinu an-nasiha means 100%. It is not a heart of a munafiq. No double faces, no double, loyalties. Okay, lesson number 103, qad is of two kinds, paucity and authenticity. So make a box of qad aflahal mu'minun. Make a box to qad and also underline indeed. Indeed successful are the believers. Qad habita amaluhu. Qad habita amaluhu. Indeed, fruitless is his work. Habita yahbatu ihbat. Habita yahbatu ihbat. What is the verb? Habita yahbatu ihbat. Habita yahbatu ihbat. Habita yahbatu ihbat. Samiya yasma wa isma. So habita is verb and amaluhu. Amalu is fa'il marfu. وَقَدْ خَلَقْتُكَ قَدْ. Make a box of qad and underline indeed. خَلَقْتُ. Tu means I. خَلَقْتُ. Tu means I. Tu is fine. And ka is maful bihi mansoob. I created you. Indeed, I created you.
Go to the next page. لَقَدْ سَمِعَ اللَّهُ لَقَدْ. So sometimes the word lam ta'keed is added to qad. So it became laqad. Make a box of laqad. Laqad and qad. Wherever qad, make a box. You should have a red pen. Make a box. We are talking, this lesson is about qad. Okay? قد قامت الصلاة. قد يصدق الكذوب. And underline this, indeed, indeed, verily. Good boy, very good. Indeed. قد means indeed. خلقتك. قد علمنا ما تنقص الأرض منهم. وَلَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ بِبَدْرٍ. Indeed, Allah has helped you at Badr. At Badr. بِبَدْرٍ. At Badr means the place war took place in second Hijri. Nasara is the verb and kum is maf'ul bihi. Nasarakum, he helped you. Who helped? Allahu who is fa'il. Write down Allahu is fa'il. Here also Nasarakumullah. Nasara is verb and kum is maf'ul bihi. Maf'ul bihi came before fa'il. Fail, maf'ul bihi and then fa'il. And bi badrin is jar majrur. Bi badrin. More emphasis. Qad is for emphasis and laqad is for more emphasis. देखिए मैं उर्दू में मिसाल देता हूँ.
ببدر is maf'ul bihi too.
हाँ?
ببدر maf'ul bihi too.
Adverb of place.
Oh,
But because of B it is majrur. देखिए आप कहते हैं ना अच्छी चाय पिलाइए. अच्छी चाय, देखिए चाय पिलाइए क्या है, एक रेफरेंस है. अच्छी चाय पिलाइए, इसमें जोर है, ताकीद. अच्छी सी चाय पिलाइए, ये सी क्या चीज है, ये मजीद ताकीद कर दी ना. So ताकीद प्लस ताकीद. qad is ताकीद. ताकीद means emphasis and laqad means more emphasis. Wa laqad, yes.
Why is it past tense? The verb?
Which one?
وَلَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ.
Because Allah is reminding you later on after the battle of Badr. Now you are going through this is Al Imran, right? This in the third year when they lost the battle in Uhud. You see, last year in the second Hijri they won, but next year they lost the battle. So why they lost? Allah is saying that last year Allah has helped you, but this year Allah did not help you. Why? Because of your weaknesses. Yes.
Okay, so but can also come with a past tense verb.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. قَدْ عَلِمْنَا مَا تَنْقُصُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْهُمْ. Very, very scientific ayah. Let me make tafsir here. Muhammad Ishaq, Rehan, please come. Look at this one here. لَقَدْ قَدْ عَلِمْنَا مَا تَنْقُصُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْهُمْ. قَدْ عَلِمْنَا مَا تَنْقُصُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْهُمْ. You see, we know, in fact, indeed, we know. Listen to you, me, here. This is your dead body. And it weighs 75 kg. Khalil Chishti died and he weighs 74 kg. or 72 kg. Okay? Then what happens after 5 years? After 5 years, it is only 50 kg. After 10 years, it is 40 kg. After 20 years, maybe 20 kg. After 40 years, maybe 10 kg. After 100 years, maybe 5 kg. So what happens? Disintegration, decomposition. Decomposition and disintegration. So, you had calcium, you had nitrogen, and most of it is H2O, water in your body. Water went, and you see bones, calcium, phosphorus, nitrogen. You see, all those elements, they went into the ground. Because this is earth. On top of you is earth. Allah says, the earth took all your elements. We know how this disintegration took place. قَدْ عَلِمْنَا. We know. In fact, we know. Indeed, we know how the earth decreases your body weight. تنقص means, write down there, نقص ينقص أنقص. نقص ينقص أنقص. Write down. نقص ينقص أنقص. Everybody shout with me. نقص ينقص أنقص. نقص ينقص أنقص. What is the verb, sister? نقص ينقص أنقص. نقص ينقص أنقص. نقص ينقص أنقص. نصر ينصر أنصر. نقص ينقص أنقص. نقص means to decrease, to make نقص. نقص उर्दू में नक्स कहते हैं कमी. قد علمنا ما تنقص الأرض منهم. We already know how much of them the earth takes away, decreases, reduces. Naqasa means reduction. Reduction. So reduction in the body. And ultimately, listen, Jawad, 74 kg was left with only 5 kg because it was reduced by soil. What is fa'il here? What is fa'il? What is fa'il? Fa'il in the sentence. What is fa'il? Who is making the reduction? No, look at the sentence. We. Who is? The earth. Okay. Al-ardu. Al-ardu has a dhamma. Write down. Al-ardu is fa'il. You see, I have given so many examples and still you don't know clearly what is fa'il and what is maf'ul bih. Yes.
I think people were confused with Alena because to me that in Alena, and now would be more like us.
No, alimna. Alimna, see, alimna. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Which bab? Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Sami'a yasma'u isma. Write down. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Whenever a verb comes, go to the root. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Repeat after me. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Naqasa yanqusu unqus. Alima ya'lamu ya'lam. Ya'lamu. Ya'lam. اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة. اعلموا. Okay. لقد علمنا. لقد means indeed, certainly, for sure. Alimna. We came to know. We know what He knows. Allah. Alimna means Allah knows. Ma tanqusul ardu. Whatever the earth makes the reduction. The reduction made by earth is known by Allah. So the body. So what does it mean? He knows. For example, there was a plant. Here. This plant, there was a plant here. Near the grave. The nitrogen came from here and the water, H2A, and it went to the plant. This nitrogen went into the plant. Okay? So this was a plant or a grass, for example. Okay? And a goat came. So goat ate this grass. This was the grass. And this nitrogen plus water went into the goat. So all these particles, they went into different areas. But Allah knows where each and every element went. And on the day of judgment, He will order. So all those elements, that nitrogen, they will come in that dead body again. All those elements. The phosphorus will come, calcium will come, nitrogen will come, water will come, and because Allah knows each and every particle that is eaten by the soil. Every particle, write down, tafsir. Allah knows, the knowledge of Allah. Allah knows about every element that is reduced by the soil. Allah knows about every element. Write down, Jawad. Allah knows about every element reduced by the soil. And وَإِنَّنَا كِتَابٌ حَفِيظٌ. And we have a book. In that book, everything is written about each and every element and compound. And the cycle, write down. Allah knows about the cycle of elements and compounds. قَدْ عَلِمْنَا. The very, very scientific ayah. Very, very. So, Tayyib, you can give a khutbah only on this ayah. And Surah Qaf, ayah number 3-4. قَدْ عَلِمْنَا مَا تَنْقُصُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْهُمْ.
So when you're using the word, the harf qad, is it the most legitimate way of adding like a...
You see, emphasis is made in Arabic language. There are more than 20 ways.
Where does qad fit in that?
You see, when you come to the second book, you will know. Sometimes you say inna. Sometimes you use qad. Sometimes you say laqad. Sometimes emphasis. Sometimes la yansuranna. You see, la yansuran is also for emphasis. So emphasis is made by, many ways in Arabic language. Sometimes you repeat the same sentence or same letter. For example, Kalla sawfa ta'lamun, summa kalla sawfa ta'lamun.